round about here, isn't it?
It's not a playground. It's a lot of sharp instruments about. There's a lot of objects that's lying around that could cause accident.
You've got trenches, so wait, look for the barriers and that. If there's a barrier, there's a reason for the barrier.
Manual handling these days, people trying to lift more than they should. Repetitive work, repetitive lifting.
Be aware of things like the crane hooks and things like that coming down.
Machinery, obviously working at height on scaffolds, etc., falling objects.
Building sites are dangerous places, but by far the biggest cause of accidents are falls from height.
Dave was on the roof. There was a broken panel which we needed to replace. He must have stepped on a roof light. You can't see them easily if they've got moss and stuff on them. They look just like the rest of the roof. Anyway, he fell through. He's not that high, 20 or 30 feet, but straight onto the deck. They say he must have landed on the base of his spine. The impact shattered his backbone and forced it upwards into his skull. He died immediately. I had to tell his wife. And that's a situation I never want to be in again. And I know, it didn't need to happen.
Like most accidents, this could have been avoided. What starts out as a perfectly normal day can suddenly change.
We was working on the third lift laying blocks. The materials platform was down the other end, so we thought we'd move the rails so we could get them dropped close to where we needed them.
So what's happened? Are you all right, mate? Don't move.
Well, I suppose I was lucky I weren't killed. I landed on my back. I broke my spine and did a load of internal damage. I busted a load of bones and damaged my kidneys and my liver. They told me I'd never walk again. I kept saying to myself, nah, you're young, you'll be back at it soon enough. Eventually I had to admit they were right. I know I'll never walk again.
Falls from height are still the single biggest killer or cause of serious accidents in the construction industry. 50% of all fatalities on site are caused by falls. On average, that's 40 people every year.
A lot of people don't appreciate the risks when they're working so high, and on the other hand, a lot of people do get very complacent.
One-off chance, isn't it? I'll take a chance just for 2 minutes. I think that's the worst excuse. I just thought that I'd manage.
You've got to make sure that you've got the right equipment for the right sort of job you're trying to do. It's no good trying to do it off a plank and a bit of wood, and you've got to make sure you're safe doing it.
All too often, people aren't using the most suitable equipment, or they're abusing what they've got. They don't realise that a fall, even from a low level, can be fatal. When you're high up, you tend to be more aware of the danger. At low levels, the risk seems much less.
Pete was working on a small stepladder, for goodness sake. Didn't think it was that dangerous. He was pulling a long length of cable and must have lost his balance. That's when he fell. His head hit the floor with a hell of a thump. I heard it from the other end of the building. It killed him. I think about it every day. We were there for several days and had loads to do. We should have got a platform in. You know, Small portable scaffold. Might have cost a bit more. But when he died, nearly put me out of business. There were only two of us, so it was impossible to carry on properly without him. And what with all the legal business afterwards, I was stuffed. And I lost a good mate.
Any fall can be serious. It doesn't have to be from very high. Even from a few meters, if you land on your head, you can be very seriously injured or killed.
When people fall from a height, there's no fixed pattern of injuries. Majority of the cases, they have a combination of soft tissue or bony injuries. While some may be lucky to escape with cuts and bruises, there will be a few who will have severe injuries requiring years of rehabilitation. A fall from a relatively low level can be equally dangerous. You could end up with a fracture, dislocation, disfigurement, or in the worst scenario, end up with a severe head injury with paralysis and end up in a wheelchair.
Falls can be avoided. When you're working at height, you have to use your head. A head for heights means more than being comfortable at the top of a ladder. It means thinking about what you're doing.